Megan, wait! Megan, please. Megan, where are you going?
I need a moment alone, okay?
I stopped the car, shut off the engine, you bolt. What's going on?
I just want a minute by myself before going and seeing Viki.
What's wrong with you, honey?
I don't know. We drove into the parking lot, and all of a sudden I just started thinking about Viki and how she was finally making a recovery, and then all of a sudden she just gets a stroke. Everything just seemed so unfair. I needed to breathe. I needed to get some air.
I understand. It's okay. It's okay. Go ahead.
Why is this happening to her?
I don't know. I wish I had all the answers. I wish I could say something to you that would make it all better, but I can't. All I can do is tell you, this is gonna sound corny, but you gotta be strong for Viki and yourself right now. You have to go in there, you have to see.
No, I can't. I can't.
Megan, please.
Please. I can't go see her right now.
I don't know why God has seen fit to test us any more than he already has, sweetheart. But you can't stop fighting. This stroke it's just a little setback is all. But you can't let it stop you. You gotta work your way through it, Viki. You gotta be strong. And you gotta really want to be whole and complete again. And I know you do. I know you do. And I know that you got the spunk it takes to do it. And you can count on this, sweetheart. I'll be right there alongside you every step of the way.
Clint?
Good morning, Renee.
Clint. Were you here all night?
Yes, I didn't want to leave until I saw her show some signs of improvement.
Well, how about taking a little break, just for a few minutes at least?
Why? What's up?
Larry just spoke to me. He wants to talk about that therapy he told us about yesterday.
What, now? He's got to be out of his mind. She's completely paralyzed. She's nowhere near ready for therapy.
The sooner that they begin, the better is what he feels.
Well, to hell with what he feels. You tell him for me. I'll tell him myself.
I had to get past about 20 people in ICU to get that photo of Viki.
Somehow, I almost wish you hadn't made it.
Well, you're gonna run the photo, right?
Oh, I don't know, Rod. This is so sad.
Well, come on, business is business, right? I mean, you know how well The Intruder sells when there's a Buchanan on the cover.
Oh, sometimes I hate making decisions like this. Well, we want to keep The Intruder on our feet, so let's go with it.
Go with what?
Oh, this picture of Viki. It's awful, isn't it?
How did you get this?
I had to dodge a ton of docs and nurses.
Oh, poor Viki. When I heard she had a stroke, it's awful.
What happened to you?
Oh, it's my wisdom tooth. It's a long story.
Oh, well, unfortunately, Viki's stroke is news. Now we're going to have to put our personal feelings aside and go to press with it.
No. You're wrong, Dorian. There are some feelings you don't sweep under the rug just to make a fast buck, okay?
Oh, Matt!
Forget it. Kill the picture, all right? We're not using it.
Oh, yes, we are using it, and we're using it in today's issue.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry.
One Life to Live, brought to you by the First Brands Corporation, makers of Glad Wrap and bags.
Read my lips. I said we're not going to use it. Now kill it.
Max, listen to me. If we don't use it in our paper, another paper will use the picture, maybe even worse than this.
Listen, I don't care what anybody else does, all right? What I care about is what I do. And what I do is right. The right thing.
Is it right for this paper? That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the intruder. Whether it will live or die. Has your dream gone awry so quickly?
No, of course not. But I don't want to hurt people along the way, all right?
You're not going to hurt anyone, really.
You're kidding, right? Well, what about Viki's family? They're going through this huge tragedy, and we certainly don't need to rub their nose in it, right? Don't you think they need some peace, some privacy?
Viki threw away her privacy the moment she became mayor. She belongs to the people now. And as far as the family is concerned, I'm sorry. I'm not going to stand around and listen to violins when I know damn well that her father-in-law, good old Asa, who is the coldest-hearted man I've ever met, would take these circumstances and turn them around to his own advantage.
She is absolutely right. Asa did his damnedest to try and wipe us out by pretending that he tripped outside in the hallway.
Hey, listen, guys, I'm not Asa, okay? I'm me, Max Holden. And I give you my permission. The minute I start acting like him, go ahead, take me out in the back and shoot me. But for now, I'll thank you both, not to mention my name in the same breath as his. Now, for the last time, kill that photograph.
Well, well. It's too bad Rod did a wonderful job of getting this photograph. It would be a waste of his talents not to print it, wouldn't it be?
Yes. Yes, it would be a waste.
Well, Gabrielle, I am sure that you can soothe Max's ruffled feathers, can't you? Anyway, Rod, we've got to take this to the press room.
Tony, what are you doing here at the Intruder?
Well, for starters, I'd like to know why you've been dodging me.
Have you seen Viki today? All she can do is lie in there. She can't move. She can't talk.
I know what her condition is.
Well, then how can you even think of starting therapy?
Because she needs it.
Darling, look. The doctors, we have to let the doctors and the therapists do what they think is best. We have to believe that they know what they're doing.
You gotta trust us, Clint. You want to do what's right for Viki, don't you?
That's a pretty stupid question, Larry. Of course I want to do what's best for her. I just think it... I don't know what to think anymore.
Darling, that is because you are dead tired. You need a good night's sleep.
Maybe. Maybe you're right. Go ahead, Larry. Tell them to do whatever they have to do, but tell them to go easy on her, will you?
Don't worry. She'll be in good hands.
Believe me, sweetheart, once you get in the hospital, you're going to feel differently about this.
I just can't go there right now. I want to be strong for her, and I'm afraid. I don't know why I'm feeling this way.
It's okay to be afraid. It's okay.
Viki has always been so good about supporting me. She's always been there, and I love her, and I would like to be able to go visit her. I don't know what's wrong with me.
There's nothing wrong with you. You're just being honest about your emotions. That's good. That's healthy.
Yeah, well, I'm not exactly proud.
Well, you remember yesterday when we came back to your house, you said you wish you could do something to help your mom?
Yeah.
But the most important thing you could do right now is accept what's happened to her. You have to say to yourself, I know she's had a stroke. I know what that means. I know that she might be different now on the outside, but she's not different on the inside. It's the same person you've always loved. She's the same woman. It's the same person you're going to help get better now.
So how'd you get to be so smart?
Not so smart. I just know where you're coming from. You got to shake this off. You got to gather your strength together, and you're going to go in there and show her that you love her.
Jake, you make this sound very easy.
I know, honey. It's not going to be easy. Take this.
The Eterna pin?
Yeah. She gave it to you. You gave it to me. Now I'm giving it back to you
So that I can give it to her.
Bingo. Worked for me, maybe it'll work for her.
Have I ever told you that you're the best friend that I've ever had?
Oh, no, I'm just a friend, huh?
Hey, don't knock it. It's easy to be a lover, but a friend as well. That's a combination that's hard to come by.
And I'm that combo?
Mm-hmm. You are a double threat.
Good. That's exactly what your mother needs now. She needs a double threat. She needs her daughter and a friend. Let's go.
Yeah, I know. And I'll try. Okay, let's go. I'll try.
You know, sweetheart, staring out that window isn't going to make Herb get here any faster. Why don't you have some coffee with me, huh?
Just thinking about what Johnny did to Viki.
Yeah. Are you all right?
I'm just struck by your beauty. Now, stand up. Here, just stand up for a second and just let me have a look at you.
Have I told you lately how much I love you?
You are the most beautiful creature that ever walked on the face of this earth.
What in the world has gotten into you this morning, huh?
No, I'm just thinking about how blessed I am to have you.
Yeah? Well, you know something? I feel triply blessed. To be off Batterley, to be alive, to have a man like you in my life.
I never want to lose you, Paradise. I want to grow old with you. I want to live a long, happy, and healthy life with you.
Sweetheart, Viki's gonna be okay. I know it. She's a very strong woman with a very strong will to survive. She's gonna be okay. I believe that.
I do too. I love you.
I love you.
One thing you can say about old Herb, his timing is impeccable, isn't it? Morning, Herb. Come on.
Morning, Bo. Thank you. Morning, Sarah.
Morning, Herb. How about some coffee?
Oh, I'd love some.
So, is it a good morning? Do you have everything you need to nail Johnny?
Well, as soon as I can gather everyone's statement, starting with you and Sarah, I'll be able to build my case.
Yeah, but this isn't just building a case. This is our only chance to really nail these guys.
Don't worry, Bo. This time it's personal. I won't rest until I nail both Johnny D. and Carlo Hesse.
What on earth makes you think that I've been dodging you?
Have you checked your answering machine in the last 48 hours?
Yes, Tony, there's something you should know. I had a wisdom tooth taken out, and it's infected, and it hurts like... Well, it hurts, okay?
Okay, let's forget about the tooth for a second. How many messages did I leave you?
I don't know. I didn't
Well,
count
let's try a dozen at least, and I ended each one with, please call me. It's very important. So why didn't you?
I had a couple of things on my mind. The tooth. Max is home from the hospital. He needs a little tender, loving care.
Look, I'm really glad Max is not seriously injured. You know that. But that doesn't help solve my problem.
All right, Tony. What's your problem? I'll be happy to help you.
That's good, because it concerns you.
Me?
Yeah. Do you remember the check you wrote the other day for $5,000 from the Outlook House account?
$5,000?
Mm-hmm. Made out to cash?
Cash? No, I don't really remember.
Well, Gabrielle, try to remember. The entry said it was for tips for the people at the telethon.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I remember now. I wrote out $5,000 to take care of car fare and food and any other details that they had. And I didn't think $5,000 was very much to pay for all the help they gave us. Well, you know what they say. It takes money to make money, doesn't it?
No, I know that, but that doesn't help me here.
Tony, I really would like to continue this, but I have a meeting with Brenda, so I'm going to...
No. Brenda can wait, okay? This can't.
Viki? It's me, Megan. Can you hear me? I hope you can. I want you to know how much I love you. Everyone loves you. And we really need you to come back. Remember yesterday when I was telling you about Jake and everything that happened on Batterley? I forgot to tell you about the fact that I gave Jake your Eterna pin. He was swimming off the island to try and find some people to help save us, and I wanted him to have something to remember me by. It was a good thing I gave it to him, actually, because it kept him from getting killed when Bo had to shoot at him. We all thought he was dead, but the pin stopped the bullet, and, well, it's all a little complicated. I have the pin here. I'm just gonna leave it by your bed, okay? I think the pin, I really do believe that it brings hope and love, and, well, maybe it'll bring you back to us the way it brought Jake back to me. The nurse said I could only stay a few minutes, so I should go now, but just don't forget that I really love you.
How'd it go, sweetheart?
Well, I guess I'm not as much of a coward as I thought I was.
Told you so.
Megan?
Charlotte, what are you doing here?
Oh, you're probably here to check up on your dad's handiwork, aren't you? Or was it Carlo Hesser's scum of a lawyer who did it?
Megan, I swear.
No, just forget it. Okay, I'm sure that Daddy Dearest would love to have you go back and tell him that my mother's not going to make it, that the Hesser Empire doesn't have to worry about Viki Buchanan breathing down their necks anymore.
If you just listen
I don't want to listen to you. You really are nothing but a lousy piece of filth. That was from my mother. This one's from me.
No. Megan, you made your point. You better go, Charlotte, for your own good.
Yeah, I think you better go, Charlotte.
Megan, I know how you must feel.
Oh, do you? You know how it feels to see someone lying in a hospital bed, staring out into space, not knowing if they can hear you or understand you, not knowing if they're in pain and can't tell you?
I pray that your mother recovers. I mean that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Look, I am not a monster. I told Jake, I just want you to know that. Believe that.
When did you talk to this witch?
She was at the police station the other day when I went with Lucky to get Gloria.
I asked Jake to listen to what I had to say, about how sorry I am, but what happened. And I know in my heart that my father had nothing to do with the attempt on Vicky's life.
First off, I don't think you have a heart. Secondly, the idea of Carlo Hesser's hands being clean is laughable.
I know how difficult it is for you to believe that. I know what the world thinks of my father. But when I spoke to him, he swore to me that he had nothing to do with the shooting.
Of course he's gonna swear. Do you really think he wants to spend another 40 years in jail for attempted murder? I suppose he told you that his good lawyer was innocent as well.
Look, I don't know about Johnny. I just know that my father was telling me the truth. Look, whatever he may have done in his life, he has never lied to me. And if he tells me he's innocent, I believe him.
And when he proves that innocence, I just want you to remember that I came here to make peace.
Can you believe her?
You wait here. I got an idea.
Jake, what are you doing? Jake!
Well, that's all I need from you two. Next stop, the hospital.
You stop by to see Viki?
Yeah, I want her to know if she can understand me. And I'm going to work night and day until Johnny and his cohorts are sent for a long, long vacation to Statesville.
That's great, though, because then Johnny D. and Carlo Hessler can play a little volleyball together.
Yes, exactly. Well,
So, when is the date for the hearing set?
probably late in the afternoon, end of the week.
We'll rearrange our schedules so we can be there.
Good. I don't need to tell you how important your testimony will be. Conspiracy to commit murder is a tough case to prove.
Yeah, but you're gonna make it stick, right?
Johnny D will feel like a piece of fly paper when I get through with him. Thanks a lot.
I see her. Thanks. Honey, you don't have to worry because Herb is gonna do everything he can to make sure that those guys get what's coming to them.
I know. Actually, I was thinking about Viki.
Well, why don't we go visit her? Why don't you go in and get your purse, get my jacket, and I'll take this stuff to the kitchen.
Okay. Thank you. I won't be a minute.
Tony, there must have been some kind of mix-up. I'll have to talk
All
to
right, just
someone.
stop it, Gabrielle.
Stop what? I'm trying to explain what must
No,
have
you're
happened.
not. You're just standing there and you're lying to me. All right? And I think after all we've been through, I deserve better than that. So let's cut the act and tell me what you did with this $5,000.
All right. The truth. I didn't use the $5,000 on the telephone. I used the money to pay Max's hospital bill. I didn't have a choice. We don't have any medical insurance, and they were coming down on us pretty hard to pay the bill.
That's great. That's great. That doesn't change the fact that you stole the money.
I
though.
didn't steal it. I borrowed it.
No, it's whatever you call it. It's the same thing. The money belonged to Outlook House. You can't use that for your personal use. You understand that?
I didn't have a choice.
You could have come to me. I could have helped you.
You're right. You're right. Maybe I should have come to you. I was so desperate. Look, I'm sorry. I won't do anything like this again. Would you please forgive me? Please try to understand.
You don't make this easy, Gabrielle.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll just overlook it, okay? But you have to get that money in the account immediately.
Well, that's not going to be a problem. We have a front-page story that's going to fly. We're gonna have lots of sales. I'm certain that in a day or so, all the money will
No,
be back
Gabrielle, not anytime soon. Immediately. Don't you understand? We have to get that money in the account before somebody notices it's missing. Do you understand that?
Yes, Tony.
Okay. If you need my help, call me.
I will.
What is that? What the hell is this?
Now what?
I mean, I told you to kill this photo of Viki, and what the hell is it doing on the front page of the galley sheet?
Fine, well, don't look at me. It's all Gabrielle's doing.
What?
What's with you? Viki had faith in you when everybody else didn't. She restored your reputation in this town by asking you to run Outlook House.
I am well aware of that, Max, and I will always be grateful to her for that. But I cannot and will not allow my personal feelings to get in the way of business. And this is business. The more copies we sell, the more money we'll have in our bank account, something we desperately need.
Tell me something I don't know. I just paid a hell of a lot of cash to pay for our insurance, our fire insurance. Now, and that almost wiped us out.
All right, then, don't you see we don't have a choice? We've got to run this picture.
Now, wait a minute. What is wrong with you? What's going on? I mean, Asa, first of all, offered to pay my hospital bill, but then you turned him down flat out without ever discussing it with me. And now you're undermining me by siding with Dorian because you want to make a fast buck rather than worry about other people's feelings? Now, what's with you? What's going on?
First of all, my tooth is killing me, all right? And secondly, what are you talking about? What do you mean?
I mean, I feel betrayed.
Betrayed? How? Why?
We went into this venture together. okay? Because we had, what? The same goals, the same ideals? But by your little performance there, you showed me otherwise. No, forget it, forget it. Either you're with me or you're against me. So let me know when you decide, okay?
Oh, that's just great. That's just great. I've had a lousy damn day so far, and now it's a bloody horrible one.
How you doing, huh? Okay.
Yeah? You had a chance to see Viki?
Yeah, I was just in there, actually.
How's she doing?
Well, I'd like to think that she, you know, knows what's going on around her.
I think she does. I think she does. She knows we're here and that we're supporting her and that we all love her.
Excuse me, just...
Sure.
Clint? Any improvement?
Well, she seems pretty much the same.
I'm here for you, big brother. Is anyone going to give their father a hug?
Yeah, hi.
Oh, I'm so sorry I was out of town when you two got back from Batterley. I'm just happy to see you both safe and sound.
Yeah.
Say.
Clint, what's the latest on Viki's condition?
Well, the doctors won't say much one way or the other. I guess all we can do is wait and pray.
Do you mind if I go in and see her?
No, I think she'd like that. Just don't stay too long, okay?
I owe you an apology, Victoria. I didn't mean to disappear from your life. But after our last meeting, when you made it clear that we could only be friends, well, I needed the time to accept it. And to forget about what might have been. Anyway, I'm here for you. And I'll always be here for you. Not just because you're our daughter's mother, but because no matter what happens, you are and always will be my dearest friend.
I understand how Megan must feel. I just wish she would give me the benefit of the doubt.
Well, right now, there's not too much doubt in her mind that your father was involved with Viki's attack. But you have to give her that. I mean, Megan is an understanding person. She'll come around. She'll let you say your piece eventually.
I hope so. Because I never meant to hurt anyone, and neither did my father.
I know. I noticed how you defended him. But you didn't come to bat for Johnny. Why is that? Is that because you think he did it?
Jake, how could I know about Johnny?
Oh, Batterley, you two were awful close. I thought maybe you might have heard something, you know, being said.
With Johnny, I'm sure anything is possible. And the police obviously think he did it, or else he'd be out of jail by now.
So what do you think, Charlotte?
I think you were right yesterday when you said that I owed you one. After all, I almost did cost you your life.
So if you really feel that way, why don't you do the right thing?
What do you mean?
Why don't you turn state's evidence?
Well, I may not be crazy about my father's lawyer, but to testify against him?
If you don't do it, somebody else will sooner or later.
Well, if I go along with everyone else against Johnny, I don't think my father's gonna like that.
Charlotte, you gotta make a break from that family. You're never gonna have a life of your own unless you make a new start.
I know you're right. It's a hard choice to make. And it's even harder to live up to.
You can do it. I know you can, if you really want to.
I have to think about it.
That's all I'm asking.
I guess we better get going.
Yeah, me too.
I know one thing.
What's that?
Megan's a lucky girl. And if things don't work out between you two, be sure and let me know.
Done with our little temper tantrum?
I would button it if I were you, Dorian, unless you want to be the next thing I throw across the room.
What did I say?
Forget her. We have some business to settle.
Oh, and what might that be?
I want my salary. I want my whole salary, and I want it now.
Have you forgotten that we have a contract which says that you don't get a salary in exchange for a percentage of my share of the paper?
Yeah, well, I changed my mind. I want to rewrite the contract. You little sneak. You took my copy of the contract out of that drawer.
Well, what if I did, huh?
Dorian, I want it. And I want it right now.
I thought you'd like to know that Viki's first therapy session went very well.
Did she respond? Does she know what's going on?
Clint, we won't see any big results for some time yet, but all we can do is keep working at it.
Larry, I'd like to be able to promise Viki that she's got some kind of a future. I'd like to be able to tell her that she's going to be able to go horsebacking again and play tennis and go running around with the kids. I'd like to make a date with her to go dancing. But I don't want to lie to her. I don't want to make empty promises.
Then don't make any at all, Clint. Look, I know this sounds easy, but you've just got to go slowly. Try to have a little patience.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Larry. It does sound easy.
I'm sorry. That's all I can offer right now.
I believe we had a date to go dancing, Mr. B.
We certainly did, Mrs. B. You've never broken a date with me before, Mrs. B. I'll be damned if I let you break this one.
I don't know why you're getting so excited. I don't think that we can trust this woman. How do you know we can trust her?
Call it instinct. All I know is she said she owes me, she wants to do the right thing. When I asked her point blank, I said, do you think Johnny did it? She didn't say no.
Well, she didn't say yes.
I know she knows something, I'm sure of it.
Yes, she knows to keep her mouth shut, Jake. And that's exactly what she's going to do. She's Carlo Hester's daughter.
Listen. She's Carlo Hester's daughter, yes, but I think that if she's telling us the truth and Carlo's hands have been clean of this whole thing, then we were right from the get-go. Johnny was in charge at Batterley, and he could be calling the shots all along.
Look, once Herb gets all of our statements, he's going to have enough evidence to put Johnny away for a very long time. He's not going to need Charlotte's help.
Just think, though, if Charlotte testifies, what kind of weight that's going to carry with the jury?
Why?
Because she's Carlo Hester's daughter. Johnny works for Hester. The jury's going to think just the way I'm thinking right now, that she must know something more than she's alluding to. And they're going to, if she starts talking, who knows what's going to come out of her mouth.
Okay, well, maybe you're right. Maybe if we can get her to talk, we can put Johnny away for good. And Carlo Hester and his whole operation. But how do we know we can get her to talk?
Let's just call it instinct. The same instinct that tells me your mother's going to be just fine.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
Well, I know so.
I guess nothing else can go wrong, right?
Right?
So, all we have to do is hang tight.
I'm game. Come here.
Daddy, it's Johnny. We both know he's responsible for what happened to Viki Buchanan, and there's no way out of it.
There's always a way out.
Not this time. There are plenty of witnesses from Batterley who heard Johnny say that he wanted to put a stop to Viki once and for all. Greg told me that when Johnny found out that he'd been tricked by Bo and Jake and the others, he totally lost his cool in front of everyone.
Discretion was never Johnny's strong suit.
This isn't a joke, Daddy. Everyone at Batterley is willing to testify against Johnny.
If his case goes to trial.
Oh, it will. Herb Callison won't rest until it does.
So what are you saying, Charlotte? That we should hop on the bandwagon and sell Johnny up the river?
I don't mean to be disloyal. But Johnny's been disloyal to you and to me.
Listen to me, Charlotte. This is not the time to be talking about disloyalty. Johnny is family. He's in trouble. It's our duty to help him.
But you said he disobeyed your orders.
Yes, he did. But so did you when you went to Batterley.
I didn't kill anyone. I didn't jeopardize your organization or you. I know you're angry with me.
I'm not angry at you. I love you. I love both my children. Even when they're a little naughty.
Daddy, how can you take this so lightly?
I assure you I'm not. As soon as we get Johnny out of this jam, I fully intend to make sure he never disobeys me again.
What will you do?
That's between Johnny and me. What I want to know from you now is, who have you been talking to about this? Just as I thought.
Daddy, you don't understand.
No, you don't understand. These people of Llanview, Charlotte, they're not like us. Their world is not our world. You must choose your own kind and stay away from all outsiders. Do I make myself clear? Yes. Good. Now, enough talk. I have a surprise for you.
A surprise.
You're going to our house in Palm Beach.
Palm Beach, why?
I know how much you love it there. So I've ordered the house open and invited a lot of our friends to drop in. They're eagerly awaiting your arrival.
You want me to leave now?
There's a ticket waiting for you at the airport. Loyalty, Charlotte. It's what's keeping this family together. Even though Johnny has forgotten that, I know you never will. Right? My sweet princess.
Are you going to give me the contract, or am I going to have to wrestle you to the ground?
Okay, okay. You don't want this contract anymore. Well, that's just fine with me, because I am tired of doing business with people who make waves. I am tired of doing business, especially with you. So, as of now, you are fired. You are history. You are gone, just like this contract.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Something I should have done a long time ago.
You're not going to get away with this, Dorian.
Oh, aren't I? Yes, well, I already have. No contract, no deal, no money.
If I don't get what's coming to me, I'm going to sue you, and I'm going to sue the intruder.
Fine, go ahead. Take me to court, then you'll really get what you deserve.
What's that fire over there?
Fire where?
In the trash can.
Oh, great. Now look what you've done.
What I've done? You're the one who didn't want the contract.
Oh, you two stop arguing and just put it out.
Well, go over and do something.
Well, it's out of control now. I can't do
Gabrielle,
anything about this.
stand there. Go call 911 for heaven's sake.
Why don't you do something?
Go get some water.
I just laid out a hell of a lot of money to pay for our fire insurance. And it just about wiped us out.
You get one. I'm not getting anything.
There's got to be water on.
Yes. Yes, hello. I want to report a fire at the National Intruder offices. Yes, right away.
Forget it. Come on, just get out of here. We got to warn the other tenants. Come on, come on.
Yes, yes, please, hurry.
Come on, we got to get out of here before we keel over from the smoke. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.